What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Kangaroo Black coming back once again to do a game preview and score prediction for Rivalry Week 13. The Texas A&M Aggies versus the LSU Tigers. Another great rivalry. I remember just, I'll say 4 or 5 years ago, this game went into like 7 or 8 overtimes with Texas A&M winning. So would that be the case this year? I don't think so. But I'm going to start out by talking about these LSU Tigers coming into this game 7-4 and 4-3 in the conference. Been a turbulent year for these Texas A&M Aggies. Fired the head coach, Jimbo Fisher. Oh, I get it. But anyway, this Texas A&M team is coming into this game averaging 34 points a game and giving up only 19 points a game to the opponent. But guess what? This Texas A&M team don't impress me. Seems like every year, Texas A&M come into the season highly rated. For some reason, I don't know. But anyway, also Texas A&M, they lost a starting quarterback, I believe, in Game 4 in Connor Wigman. Now they got Max Johnson, the starter. He don't impress me either. As a matter of fact, this offense don't impress me. But the offense is gaining 118 more yards than what the defense is giving up. Like I say, they got Max Johnson as the starter. Now he's started 8 games, got 9 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Not good numbers. He has thrown 1,450 yards. I'll just say that. But 9 touchdowns to 5 interceptions. Not impressive. All right. That's just my opinion. Running backs, Amani Daniels, 5 touchdowns. Owens, 3. You got Moss, 4. Max Johnson chipped in 2 touchdowns on the ground. Now, they do got a prolific wide receiver in Evan Stewart. Okay. Hopefully, he'll transfer to our Alabama Crimson Tide, being that Jimbo Fisher is going. Will these guys be playing in this game? I would hope so. Just because Jimbo is gone, don't quit on your team. All right, but he's got 4 touchdowns, and you got Noah Thomas with 5 touchdowns. Those are the 2 go-to receivers. I'll just put it that way. Jake Johnson, he got 3 on the 218 yards. You know, Evan Stewart, he's always going to be the daggone leading wide receiver for this offense. Okay, but the offense to me is not impressive. It's not the type of offense that can score fast. So unless you got Evan Stewart or one of these other guys who can stretch the field, it's just not impressive to me. And as you look at Texas A&M schedule, I mean, who is their best win? I mean, they done beat New Mexico, they beat Louisiana Monroe, Auburn, Arkansas, South Carolina, Mississippi State. So who can you say is the best win out of those teams? There is not a defining win on this schedule. All right, so, hey, it is what it is, man. They came close to beating Ole Miss, but close don't get you nothing but L's. That's all I know. But then they beat the shit out of Mississippi State. 51-10, and then they fired damn Jimbo after a win like that. Hey, they even beat Abilene Christian last week. So, hey, it is what it is. But they have no just defining game that you can say, hey, they won a big game. Because all these teams I named got 4 to 5 losses, each one of them, if not more. But anyway, hey, it is what it is. As far as the defense, that front 7, the front 7 is legit. I'll give it that. But that secondary for Texas A&M is straight trash. You can throw all over that damn secondary. I mean trash. But that front 7, you got Edrin Cooper, 7 sacks, 16 tackles for loss. Man, Jesus, man. That's a stud right there. You got Walter Nolan, 4 sacks, 8.5 tackles for loss. Diggs, Fady Diggs, whatever you not pronounce his name. Fadell Diggs, 4 sacks, 11 tackles for loss. The front 7 is legit. Then you got Shamar Turner, six damn sacks, 10.5 tackles for loss. Shamar Turner, he need to have an attitude adjustment. Go to anger management and shit. He hitting players in the balls and shit, man. He need to go to anger management. So, but anyway, 6 sacks, 10.5 tackles for loss. So he's a beast. The front 7 is legit, man. Then you got York. He got 3 sacks, 8.5 tackles for loss. So you got a lot of guys on this front 7 who can put pressure on the quarterback, who can get to the quarterback, who can get in the backfield and stop these guys before they make, any yardage. I'll just put it that way. But the front 7 is the only thing that impressed me against this team. That's all I know. The only thing. At one time, they had 17 sacks in like 3 games. And that's when the media was hyping this defense up. But they didn't say shit about this ragged-ass secondary that Texas A&M got. So it is what it is. And guess what? Guess what they got coming at them? Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels, who I think is going to run all over this defense. If you let Jaden Daniels get loose, it's going to be a long day for Texas A&M defense. But like I said, the front 7 of Texas A&M is that's real. All right. But then the secondary is trash. And you got Brian Thomas Jr. for LSU and Malik Neighbors, who's killing it right now. Who's killing it. Malik Neighbors, I believe that guy is a 1,000-yard receiver right now. Matter of fact, this dude, Malik Neighbors, this guy got 1,400 yards receiving with 12 touchdowns. He'll probably kill that damn secondary of Texas A&M if Jaden Daniels got time in the pocket to throw. But if he don't got time, that pocket is collapsing. Jaden Daniels is going to get out of there. I'm going to tell you that right now. This daggone, now this is the number one scoring offense in all of college football. The number one offense in college football in probably every category. This this offense averages 562 yards per game. But then I'm talking about daggone Texas A&M secondary and defense. This defense is probably even worse. They give up 410 yards per game. 410 yards a game, while Texas A&M is only giving up 286. But still, if you just pass the ball on them, you'll be all right. But anyway, like I say, 562 yards of offense on average per game for LSU, but the defense is giving up over 400 yards. I mean, still the offense is averaging 150 more yards than what the defense is giving up, even though the defense is straight trash. LSU, for your sake, you better get rid of this defense coordinator after the season. But anyway, Jaden Daniels, the best the best offensive football player in all of college football in 2023, and possibly the best college football player in 2023. Like I said on my last video, about 3,600 yards passing, 36 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. The guy's crazy with his arm and his legs, and I'm telling you, he's going to eat this Texas A&M defense alive. Then you got Logan Diggs. I understand this front 7. They probably can mitigate the running game, but I'm going to tell you right now, you can't mitigate Jaden Daniels. He can't be stopped. All right. But Logan Diggs, 6 touchdowns on 635 yards on the ground. So he's pretty good. He also has 82 yards receiving. But let's talk about the wide receivers that Jaden Daniels has been throwing to. Like I said, Brian Thomas Jr. Malik Neighbors, over 1,400 yards receiving, 12 touchdowns. He's the leading receiver. But then you got another 1,000-yard receiver in Brian Thomas Jr. A little over 1,000-yard receiver with 14 touchdowns. Next guy, Lacey, 448 yards, 6 touchdowns. So you got two guys on the receiving corps that account for 26 touchdowns. That right there tell you these guys are hard to contain. They are hard to stop. All right. LSU has been held under 30 points only twice this season. And I think that's Florida State held them to 24, I believe. And Alabama held them to 28. That's right. Florida State held them to 24. Alabama held them to 28. Georgia State, they put up 56 last week. Florida, they put up 52. Oh, man. Missouri, they put up 49. All right. And then Ole Miss, they put up 49. So Texas A&M defense going to have a long, long day dealing with Jaden Daniels. Matter of fact, even though LSU defense is worse than Texas A&M defense, I think Texas A&M defense going to have the most problems. Because guess what? For LSU's defense, Max Johnson ain't that good. I'm telling you right now. Hell, as bad as LSU defense is, I expect them to get a turnover. I do. But anyway, ain't no need to talk about LSU defense. But they do got 8 interceptions on the season. I'm expecting them to get one off Mac Johnson and 2 fumble recovers, 11 takeaways on the season. But I'm expecting them to get a turnover or 2 off Max Johnson. That's just how terrible I think Max Johnson is, even though LSU defense is terrible also. So with that being said, I'm picking LSU to win this game because of that offense. The offense cannot be stopped, and Texas A&M don't have the offense to hold daggone LSU to under 30 points. At least I don't think so. That's just me, because these 2 wide receivers, Malik Neighbors and Brian Thomas Jr., going to eat that damn garbage-ass secondary up that Texas A&M got. Plain and simple. So, my score, LSU, I'm going to give LSU, I ain't going to give them a 50 piece, but I'm going to give them, yes. Let me go back right quick. Let me go back to Texas A&M. See what kind of, yeah, they defense is terrible. But anyway, I'm going to give LSU 45 points. And I'm going to give Texas A&M with that garbage-ass Max Johnson. Yes, 45. I'm going to give them, I'll give them 24. 45 to 24. That's what I'm giving old daggone Texas A&M, 24. So that's my final score, and I'm sticking with it. So there you have it. LSU 45, Texas A&M 24. Roll damn Tide.